Cruel fate has brought 17 famous actors of different strokes to their final resting place, each with an unexpected tragic story. Behind the stage halo are oppressive darkness, unexpected accidents, and heartbreaking decisions, causing their lives to veer into the abyss with no way out. From the falls of fame to the tragedies in their private lives, their deaths not only shocked fans but also raised questions about the dark side of fame. In the journey to discover their lives and deaths, every surprising detail will make viewers unable to take their eyes off the extreme pain and regretful stories. Let's join us in paying tribute to the bright gems of Hollywood cinema to remember their contributions. Gary Coleman, born February 8, 1968, is an American actor best known for his role as Arnold Jackson in Diff'rent Strokes. With the iconic line, "What you talkin' 'bout, Willis?" Coleman became a cultural icon in the 1980s. Born with a rare kidney disease, Coleman had to undergo multiple surgeries as a child, which prevented him from growing to a normal height. However, Coleman's natural talent and humor helped him win over audiences at a very young age. With Diff'rent Strokes, Coleman created a witty, intelligent and witty Arnold, who became the focus of the film and helped subtly address many social issues. Despite his difficult childhood, Coleman devoted himself to his art, bringing meaningful entertainment to millions of viewers. The film not only made him famous but also left a lasting mark on the entertainment industry. He lived a life full of tragedy and suffering. In May 2010, a serious incident occurred when he fell at his home in Utah, causing a traumatic brain injury. Coleman was quickly taken to the hospital, but the injuries were so severe that he fell into a coma and died at the age of 42. Coleman's death was not only shocking but also shed light on a life full of tragedy. With his natural acting ability, Bain brilliantly transformed into the role of a strict but loving father. He not only helped shape the style of the film but also led the emotions of many episodes with a humane message. Conrad Bain, a Canadian actor, famous for his role as Philip Drummond in Diff'rent Strokes, made a strong mark on the American television industry. Born on February 4, 1923, Bain began his career on stage before moving to television and film. He played Philip Drummond, a philanthropic widower who adopted 2 black children, bringing a profound message about family and racial diversity in Diff'rent Strokes, 1978 to 1986. He lived the last years of his life with many health problems and loneliness that was not easy to overcome. Although he was a shining star on the small screen, in real life, Bain had to face physical weakness due to age, witnessing his health decline day by day without any way to stop it. In 2013, he passed away in his sleep at the age of 89, due to complications from a natural disease of old age. But before that, he had to fight the pain caused by age and gradually lost the ability to be independent. Bain was a humble person and rarely shared his personal life. But it was that silence that made many people not expect that he had to live in loneliness and pain, far from the halo of his peak. In his last years, although he was taken care of by his children and grandchildren, he still felt empty when his old colleagues passed away one by one. Bain's death left behind regret and shock, like a bell ringing about the impermanence of life that even big stars cannot avoid. Drama. When a once bright star ended up in loneliness, pain, and deprivation. Charlotte Rae, born April 22, 1926, is an American actress best known for her roles as Edna Garrett in Diff'rent Strokes and The Facts of Life. Beginning her career on Broadway, Rae quickly established herself as a comedic and charming character, captivating audiences with her distinctive voice and natural acting. In Diff'rent Strokes, she played Edna Garrett, a warm and understanding housekeeper who not only managed the household but also became a friend and protector to the young characters in the film. She spent the last years of her life filled with pain and challenges with illness. In 2010, she was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, a serious disease that she overcame after undergoing many painful treatments. However, the tragedy did not end there. In 2017, Rae received another shocking news: she had bone cancer, a disease that weakened her already painful body. Despite always remaining optimistic and fighting hard, Rae had to spend the last months of her life in physical pain and gradual weakness. She shared that she was mentally prepared for death but continued to fight, as she had fought many challenges in her life. Finally, Rae passed away on August 5, 2018, at the age of 92, leaving behind the grief and admiration of fans for her strong spirit overcoming fate, but also leaving behind the pain of a final journey filled with harsh moments. Dixie Carter, born May 25, 1939, is an American actress best known for her role as Maggie McKinney, Philip Drummond's second wife in Diff'rent Strokes. In Diff'rent Strokes, Carter brought a gentle, intelligent, and profound quality to the character of Maggie McKinney, playing the role of a loving and supportive stepmother to the Drummond children. With her natural acting and dignified demeanor, Carter left a deep impression through many roles, becoming a memorable image in the hearts of the audience. She went through the painful final days of her life due to the terrible cancer after a long battle with internal cancer, a disease she rarely shared with the public and her family, only silently enduring physical and mental pain. Although always maintaining a strong appearance and calm demeanor, Carter had to undergo haunting treatments, chemotherapy and radiation therapy that gradually weakened her body. Carter's relatives shared that she always had a strong will, but the disease took away her vitality and strength little by little. Dixie Carter's death was not only a great loss for her family and fans, but also left a sad story about a strong woman who fought until the last moment but still could not overcome her cruel fate. She finally passed away in 2010, at the age of 70. Nedra Voles, born June 18, 1908, was an American actress best known for her role as Adelaide Brubaker in Diff'rent Strokes. Beginning her career in her late 60s, Voles' unique comedic style and natural acting ability made her a familiar face on television. In Diff'rent Strokes, Voles played Adelaide Brubaker, the Drummond family's new housekeeper, a funny and kind character who formed a special bond with the main characters in the show. She brought a charming and friendly quality to the show, becoming a close companion to the young actors and contributing to the success of the series. She spent her later years in poor health and unbearable loneliness. In her later years, Voles began to suffer from severe respiratory problems and had to rely on assistive devices. Every day is a silent battle with pain and fatigue as her body gradually weakens with age. Her once energetic life is gradually dominated by illness, causing the person who once brought laughter to the audience to now face pain and loneliness. On January 20, 2003, Nedra Voles passed away at the age of 94 at her home, leaving her fans and family with regret. Her last days were a confrontation with the cruelty of old age, when every bit of vitality was drained away without any way to stop it. Voles' death shocked and sympathized the audience, knowing that the woman who once brought so much joy to life had to go through such challenging final days. Dana Plato, born November 7, 1964, is an actress best known for her role as Kimberly Drummond on Diff'rent Strokes. Adopted as a child, Plato entered the entertainment industry at a very young age and quickly became famous for her bright looks and natural acting talent. Playing Mr. Drummond's eldest daughter, Kimberly, Plato impressed audiences with her lovable, witty, and energetic performance, helping Diff'rent Strokes achieve great success on television in the 1980s. She lived a life filled with tragedy and irreparable pain. After leaving the show, Plato's career plummeted, and she fell into a spiral of stimulants and bad decisions. She lived a life of instability with a series of financial difficulties, failed relationships, and struggles with addiction. Plato tried several times to kick her addiction and revive her career, but those efforts only led to failure and loneliness. On May 8, 1999, at the age of 34, Plato died of an overdose of sedatives and painkillers in a trailer at her boyfriend's home. Although the official cause of death was ruled a suicide, her death left lingering questions about the lack of support and the tragedy of a star who was once loved by millions but faced her final days in pain and despair. Patrick Cranshaw, born June 17, 1919, was an American actor known for his comedic style and natural acting. He appeared in many films and television shows, making his mark in Diff'rent Strokes as Mr. Clemens, a minor character who was memorable for his cheerful personality and charming performance. Although his role in Diff'rent Strokes was small, Cranshaw brought a friendly, genuine quality to the character of Mr. Clemens, contributing to the richness of the relationships of the main characters. He went through a difficult and painful final days of his life. Despite his upbeat public appearance, he faced serious health problems in his old age, including frailty and respiratory complications. His long-term weakness made it increasingly difficult for him to function in daily life, and he faced loneliness due to his limited mobility and communication. On December 28, 2005, Patrick Cranshaw passed away at the age of 86 after a long battle with age-related illnesses. His life, once filled with laughter and memorable roles, ended in inevitable sadness and decline, leaving many fans shocked and heartbroken at the thought of the ordeal he endured at the end of his life. Clarence Gilliard Jr., born December 24, 1955, was an American actor with a varied career on stage and television. He appeared in Diff'rent Strokes as Frank Simpson, delivering a heartfelt and powerful performance in a guest appearance. His role on the show, though short-lived, demonstrated Gilliard's ability to embody characters well, and paved the way for many more notable roles. Clarence Gilliard Jr., who left his mark as Frank Simpson in Diff'rent Strokes and many other famous roles, passed away on November 28, 2022, after a long battle with a long illness and serious complications. His battle with the disease was painful and lonely, as his final years were spent dealing with a state of deteriorating health that affected both his physical and mental health. Always a passionate and dedicated artist, his declining health prevented him from continuing to teach and appear on screen, causing him great pain and mental anguish. Clarence's death not only left fans and colleagues in mourning, but was also a heartbreaking reminder of the cruelty of illness, when it robs a talented artist of his passion and life. Those who knew him were shocked and saddened to learn of the hardships he had endured, leaving a huge void in the hearts of his fans and in the film industry. Leonard Bremen, born November 23, 1915, was an American supporting actor who appeared in many films and television shows from the 1940s to the 1980s. In Diff'rent Strokes, he played an unnamed character, simply called Man. Although not a major role, Bremen brought authenticity and helped enrich the setting, making the stories more vivid and engaging. Bremen is primarily known for his small roles in many popular films and television shows, especially in the comedy and drama genres. He often appeared in supporting roles but left an impression with his natural, genuine acting, making him a familiar face to audiences. Leonard Bremen devoted himself to his art, and although he was not recognized as a star, Leonard Bremen, a regular supporting actor in films and television shows, died on February 21, 1986, after a long period of suffering from serious health problems related to old age. Although he lived a peaceful life and devoted himself to his art with many small but memorable roles, his final years were not easy. Bremen faced prolonged pain and loneliness. His health gradually deteriorated, making it difficult for him to do daily activities and had little support from friends or colleagues. His death was a sad ending, reflecting the fate of many supporting actors, who spend their lives in the background of others' glory but quietly pass away into oblivion. LaWanda Page, 1920–2002, was an American actress and comedian, best known for her role as Myrtle Waters on Diff'rent Strokes. Prior to her appearance on the show, she had a long career in the entertainment industry, performing primarily in comedy and drama. LaWanda Page was widely known as a sharp-tongued woman who brought her characters to life with her strong, character-filled performances. The actress, best known for her role as Myrtle Waters on Diff'rent Strokes, died on September 14, 2002, after a long battle with lung cancer. Despite her strong and unique acting style, Page's final years were dark and painful. She struggled with chronic pain from the disease, which not only weakened her physically but also severely affected her mentally. The final months of her life were spent in loneliness and a lack of support from family and close friends, which only added to her pain and despair. LaWanda Page's passing shocked the artistic community and her fans, as she was not only a comedic icon but also a strong woman who overcame all difficulties in her career. However, her death has highlighted the brutality of illness and the silent battles that many artists face in their final years. Ken Olfson was an American actor best known for his role as Mr. Cribbs in Diff'rent Strokes. Although his role was not a major one, Ken Olfson brought a memorable image with his warm and intimate acting, contributing to the richness of the show's cast of characters. He often played supporting roles in television and movies, from humorous to serious characters, always leaving his mark with his ability to play the role honestly and easily. He passed away suddenly on December 31, 1997, after a sudden heart attack. His passing left many people shocked and saddened, especially when they learned that he had been suffering from a long illness for 2 months before his death. During this time, Olfson had to fight persistent pain. His health rapidly declined, making it impossible for him to continue participating in the projects he loved. Although he was not a prominent star in the entertainment industry, Olfson's role in Diff'rent Strokes made him a familiar face to audiences. His sudden death was not only shocking because of the loss of a talented artist, but also because of the pain he experienced in his final days, when illness and fatigue prevented him from continuing to pursue his passion. The deaths of the actors in Diff'rent Strokes are not only the loss of talent, but also a testament to the hardships they faced throughout their lives. Each story evokes deep emotions about the brevity of life and the challenges that even celebrities cannot avoid. These sufferings and tragedies have left a strong mark on the audience's hearts, making us reflect on the value of time and the preciousness of each moment. If you feel touched by these stories, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to continue watching other inspiring and interesting videos. We will continue to bring stories that touch the hearts of viewers, along with surprises that you cannot miss. Always accompany us to discover more touching and meaningful stories from the entertainment world.